gang. We talk about workflow. We don't call it workflow very often, but a lot of times I'll remind you to, when you start working on your images, to do what? Go up and do a file, save as, because there's nothing worse than having something go wrong on your computer and you lose your work. There's an auto save feature, but that only works if this has a file name. So you see workflow step 1, file save as. So you always should do that. Now, having said that, if you've been in my class, you'll probably remember that a lot of times I'll start working and not do this very thing. So let's think about the workflow, and let's just turn this stuff off here. And let's just say I want to start working on this. I'm going to spruce it up a little bit, change the contrast and so forth. But the first thing I need to do is file save as, right? All right, what if we had something that would go ahead and automatically make a copy of this? Let me just throw this other stuff away. A lot of times we'll start by just doing a Control J so we have 2 copies and we don't mess up the original, right? All right, how about we have the computer do that for us automatically? A lot of people are scared of actions, window actions, because it has all this stuff. And I'm going to need to turn this off because it's doing a lot of stuff I don't want it to do. And I'm just going to get rid of that stuff there. What I was thinking was, how about we have Photoshop, do the file save as for us and make a layer copy so we don't have to do that either. So let me just show you real quick how easy it is to do this. So the first thing I want to do is to make sure that I put it somewhere specific. So I've got one here that I don't really like, so I'm going to just trash this and trash that. And I'm going to say, what about putting a folder in that's just going to have my special actions? So we can just click this little folder and put in there my special. I've got the caps lock on, so that doesn't help. There we go. Click OK. My special actions. And we can put that at the top if we want to, or we can leave it at the bottom. It doesn't make any difference. Now, all I have is this folder. There's nothing in the folder. But if I go to this next icon, this is the new action icon. So if I click that, I'm going to click, and I put this on red, and I can have a function key which I can press and automatically have this action run for me. And that's nice. We can either click on the play button or we can have this action. So I'm going to give this like an F11. Let's go F11 with a control. So control or command and F11. So I'm going to go ahead and click record. Let's just call this save and click record. So now what I'm going to do is create, because this is recording everything that we do now, not what I'm saying or what you're saying if you're in Photoshop. It only records steps that you take with your Photoshop. So let's create a brand new image copy. So Control J, and that did that. So now we're going to go ahead and save it. So we'll do a file and save as, not a save as, because we want a brand new clean copy document. So then you can put it wherever you want. Now this will allow you to put this specifically into a file folder that you like best. I like to put mine on the desktop so I can quickly find it. Okay, so I can give this any name I want. That's the default name that's in there right now, but I can put whatever I want. So I just ran that all together. Want to try this, and click save. Now here's the thing, if we're done, and there's no rush, I mean it's not doing anything in the background here, it stopped at that save. Now if I don't take one more step and click this box right here, it will continue just automatically save, and it will give it the same number or the same name over and over and over. So we're done with this right now, so we can just click the stop button right here, and let's just show that this thing's working. So we go and get rid of this layer, and we can just close this and do a Control F11 on my keyboard, or Command F11 on a Mac. So that ran, gave us a copy, and now we can put whatever we want in here as our new file name. So if I do this, we have a brand new copy, brand new file. You see the name of it up there. So if we have an autosave, if every 5 minutes it has a place to save that. And remember, you can do just a Control S anytime you're working and keep it updated as a saved document. So hopefully this is helpful to you. Let me show you one other thing real quick. If you want to have the actions open, you can move this to the very top, and you see the blue line appear there. That means I drug that whole thing up there. We can flip that so it all doesn't show, but we can collapse this and just have that show. So if we get rid of this and we run this by clicking the play button, it does the same thing that our shortcut did a while ago. It does the Control F11. I like using the Control F11 instead. I get the copy, I get the file saved. So hopefully this will kind of give you an idea of other little actions that you can create that will save you some time. There's, all those shortcuts that you can put in here if you want to auto run your little action. So this is just like programming Photoshop to help you. So I'm going to do a Control F11 again just to show you it's working. All right. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Bye for now.